All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakak Dash Barakathum. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. I'd like to get into a quick lesson about your current situation with Kyrie Irving. I'm not saying he's this devout righteous Jake, but he's standing on something, and that's always a painful thing for house Negroes to see, man. And I'm alluding to your boy Barkley, Stephen A. Smith, and that gutter at sheesh Howard Stern. So like I believe that's his name. That so-called Jew. Um, I believe he called Kyrie the biggest idiot in the world because I believe Jake Kyrie will be losing anywhere between 186 to 196 million over the next couple of years due to an extension. Okay, and people are really baffled, that this man is not worried about that. He's standing on principle due to, he ain't feeling the mandate, which is his right? You would think, but we Israelites are still in captivity, man. Okay, but this is nothing more than an agenda, from the left hand side, you know. So Kyrie, he's not with it, so everybody's um, calling him an idiot. Stephen A. Smith and Charles Barkley, they pocket watching real heavy, man. And Howard Stern's weird ass, he's pocket watching. Why you pocket watching that man? So tough, man. Telling the league they shouldn't even pay him what they agreed to pay him, bro. They they signed a contract with this man. Okay, they signed a contract with this man. Of course, the punishment is coming with him not playing. Will not participate in 100% because he hasn't agreed to rock with that thing. You know, so everybody's coming at him from all angles. This is Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Okay, in other words, you can't serve the Most High and serve money, man. Okay, and of course, this is twofold because this also goes into if you're if you know about this truth and you're in this truth and you're also a part of the ministry, you're gonna serve the Most High, you're gonna serve mammon. You can't serve two, man. Okay, you can't serve two, either serve one or the other. But I guarantee you that whatever is not involving your Yahweh, man, you're gonna pay a severe price. Okay, you're gonna pay a very severe price for that. Okay, but I was saying this is twofold because in the society, everybody wants to talk about God, but really it's really wrapped up in one, in Babylon, for them, because what, money is their God, you know so money is their God. So that's how they're able to, they think they can finagle and finesse their way to say, oh, nah, I believe in a higher power. Nah, your higher power has become what? Those Federal Reserve notes. Okay, fiat, the bag. Okay, that's become your God, man. Because once again, we always drive this point home. Jake ain't never had nothing. So when Jake gets something, especially the notoriety that a Stephen A. Smith has, or that Charles Barkley has, especially Kyrie Irving, being one of the most talented ball handlers and ball players that anyone's ever seen. You know, Jake is really just losing their mind over it. oh, he crazy. He messing up his bag, this and that. You know, we understand that ESPN and so forth is nothing more than entertainment. You know, and you know they have an agenda as well. You know, with the with many other outlets. You know that I'll discuss later down the line. But you know they also have an agenda, but their agenda now is to point the finger at Kyrie Irving and say he's the problem because he's a okay. He for one, he may be very well a Gadite. I know his mother was, but he's being made to be look problematic. You know because I believe he sat out some games prior to that before. You know because he's like, hey, there's some BS. This is how I'm gonna protest. You can't even, people tell Jake to have a peaceful protest and still you don't say nothing. Then they call you a coward. Then when you say something, they tell you, nah, that's not the right way to go. But it's all BS at the end of the day, at the beginning and the end of the day. I'll read verse 24, then I'll hop to 1 Timothy. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High Mammon. Okay, but once again, they they their God is money. So it's easy for them to make mention of that and serve it as one. But they're gonna pay for that, man. These house niggas gonna pay. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all these niggas, man. Sitting there encouraging our people to take hold of Esau's belief when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should know better than anybody. That's Lew Alcindor, bro. You changed your name. You were once a part, fighting the so-called same struggle as Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell, and all these, but then too, these so-called leaders of the black community never had no foundation to stand on because it wasn't coming under the tutelage of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua first and foremost. So that's really what it comes down to, because Jake will have a little smoke in their engine, a little good run, and then they through. Get tossed the bag and they through. Really don't stand for shit, you know. You know what? I'm gonna start at verse 7. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. For we Salakia. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Meaning when you go back to the spirit world, all the fly belongings that you have, you can't take that. Your businesses that you own, you can't take that. Your women, your children, your spirit, you go back to the Most High, man. You go back to the heavens, back to the spirit world. Okay, so you can't take your Lamborghinis, your beach houses, your mansions, your etc. Man, you can't take none of that with you. I'll continue reading verse 8. And having food and raiment, let us be there with content. Now we understand, here at the Great Millstone, and then brothers alike, and then the select number of sisters, we understand, man. It's a blessing for us to get our daily bread, especially in right now, in the climate that we're in. It's a blessing, man. Even before this lesson, I was, hey, I was able to buy some food. Call Allah Yabashim Yashah. Why? Because the Lord allows me to get my daily bread, man. And not just solely worshiping money, man. Not solely worshiping money, man. In any facet, you shouldn't be worshiping money. You should give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. Okay, because now if the money, if all the banks shut down, fiat currency, nothing's accepted tomorrow, and that's including the digital cryptocurrency scene, the blockchain or what have you. What you gonna do then, man? So the vibration that's being pushed on our people is to run into to Egypt for help, man. That's that vibration, man. So that's why it's so easy for our people to have money as their god, man. You know, to get with the program. And kudos, to Kyrie Irving, man. For the most part. Granted, hey, Jake, he's on the left hand side because it's like Eddie Griffin said, man. Because sports and entertainment is really somewhat of the same cloth. Because a lot of those entertainers and athletes, are they have dual talents. A lot of Jake can sing and act. You see a lot of these athletes in movies and so on and so forth. And like Eddie Griffin said, no one ever leaves the business clean, and they make sure of that. Like with the shaming tactics that's being pulled on Kyrie Irving. This is verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown man in destruction and perdition. Destruction, man. Straight up destruction, man. When you being so gung ho on getting to the bag, okay? For you to mislead your people, for you to use shaming tactics on other Jake because they don't want to coon, okay? Step and fetch and what have you. They ain't with it. You want to use shaming tactics. You basically saying, oh, massa, they shouldn't be paid, massa. I'll do it, massa. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in the limelight like that. So, even though, coming from the other aspect of, me being very familiar with Stephen A. Smith, okay, he's a goofball, and along with Charles Barkley. But like Charles Barkley, like in his heyday, man, he was the guy who didn't take no BS, man. He didn't. He used to be, straightforward. That's why, people always gravitated towards Charles Barkley. But now he's just become the biggest coon, man. But it's all for what? For the love of money, man. For the worshipping of money. Okay. I'll continue to read. This is back in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? And just like I was reading verse 9, man, okay, that love that fall into temptation is going to destroy, okay, and it's destroyed many of our people, man, who've come into fame or the bag. Okay? It doesn't even have to be an entertainment or athlete, man. Jake may become wealthy some other way, but you know as the scriptures say, what I'm saying, our loosely paraphrasing, when we get money, it's like bags with holes in it, man. you know and here it is, man. You didn't think Jake can coon any harder, man, but they will. That's why I say, salute to, Kyrie Irving, you know for standing, having some type of balls. I'll reread verse 10 in its entirety. Salakia. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Okay, what are those many sorrows, man? Those many sorrows is basically no no fulfillment. Okay, people think money's going to fulfill everything, going to fill a void, and it's not. Now, does it help? Of course. Let's be honest. Let's be adults about this. Like, of course, it helps, man. That's how brothers are able to, you know, uh, keep their homes. Brothers have families. Okay, brothers have businesses. Brothers have mortgages, so on and so forth. You know, you got to get an inspection. You got to pay your car payment, so on and so forth. Some brothers have employees. You got to, So let's not be, let's not be low level about this. You know, money. Money is key, but it's not to be worshipped. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is to be worshipped. He who creates the money, he who creates you to have any type of currency is the one to be praised, man. Not the money. Not on your damn knees and giving all praise to the money, man. You know. I'll reread that So like, let me go back to it. Which while some coveted after. What's that covet? What a covet after something is to have that strong desire, man, that willingness to give yourself up for it as well, man. A lot of our people do that, man. Okay, they covet after, they have a desire that they want to get get in reach of it and touch of it. They love it so much, they want to be a part of it. And that's a prime example how these coons acting in the media, man. You know, but I can dig when when Kyrie said, hey, he gonna do what he got to do. Don't worry about it. We'll see if Jake stands strong, cause hey, in this society, man, either you with the Most High or you not. So it's a high likely possibility he'll fold, and let's say he doesn't. Kudos to him for standing up like a man. That's really all I have on this. I didn't want to make this too long, but Abaratazai, this was edifying for the Akyam and Akwath out there. Once again, call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waharakako Dash Barakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwath out there listening. Shalom.